The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
Welcome to your NCO Academy. Your attendance here is a major step in transforming yourself into the leaders of tomorrow and the Army we know as Force 2025. The year 2025 seems like a long time away, but in reality, it's already here. That's because what you do from this day forward will become part of the future force our nation needs. Our military was never designed to be created overnight, and because of the host of potential adversaries we face, the cultivation of the most powerful military on the earth begins here at the Academy. It begins here because leadership is absolutely essential to the success and survival of our force. Without leadership, solid leadership, we cannot survive, much less succeed. In the complex world we face, there is no other facet as important to your training as how to lead others and mentor future leaders. Consequently, our professional military education schools throw a lot at you. That is by design. So no matter what you think you already know or what you already believe about training in the Army, you need to become extremely flexible, open-minded, and willing to accept new realities. As Abraham Lincoln once said, the dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate for the stormy present. The occasion is piled high with difficulty, and we must rise with the occasion. As our case is new, we must think anew and act anew. Of course, those are words from a long time ago. Perhaps the following would be more appropriate expression of the challenge ahead.
What the hell kind of NCOPD was that?
I don't know, sounds like a bunch of high-speed BS to me.
Who got time for all that?
I don't know, make me a soldier, not a damn civilian.
Did you catch that jump? The writing component.
Right, train me to kill him. Now I gotta write essays?
On what?
On the artistic merit of olive green and the modern palette of military coloring? I should have been a Marine.
Hoorah!
Yo, Gage. What's wrong with you, Saunders?
You're not a Marine recruiter?
What?
Never mind, Professor.
Why are you hating on me, old man?
Just let it go, Jimenez.
No, I ain't letting it go.
'Cause you like all that credentialing higher learning crap.
Yeah, I do. So what?
You still can't shoot. But hey, you'll promote ahead of me 'cause you studied a year at college. That's a pretty jacked up way to run an army.
Are you tripping about doing some homework?
It's a hell of a lot of double talk.
Yeah, what happened to being proficient at your MOS? Now I need a freaking art degree?
Art degree?
I'd have been a damn butter bar if that was a choice.
You've got a choice now. You really want to stay where you are for your whole 20? What are you going to do when the Army's done with you?
I'm here to take out terrorists, not be a frickin' student.
For real. What the hell is a broadening assignment anyway?
Something that'll get you off posting your head out of your butt.
Oh, look out, Gage. I think Jimenez has gone to the dark side.
Oh, you buy that crap in there?
I just got recruiting.
You're kidding me, right?
You for real gonna sell the Army story?
Better than just wanting to blow stuff up for the next 20 years.
Yeah? Well, after all that BS, I'd rather spend the next 20 years driving one of these damn things.
No, you don't.
Sergeant?
Sergeant.
Sergeant Saunders,
Yes, Sergeant.
you definitely don't want to spend your time in the Army simply driving trucks.
Who is Sergeant?
Sergeant Gage,
Yes, Sergeant.
did you attend the NCOPD?
Yes, Sergeant.
So you understand how credentials and self-development will make you a better candidate for an employer once you leave the service?
Roger that, Sergeant. Much better.
Sergeant Saunders,
Yes, Sergeant.
did you compliment Sergeant Jimenez on her broadening assignment to recruiting?
Absolutely, Sergeant.
All right, let's cut the crap. Come over here. Okay, I need this room. Now. All right, drop your gear. Okay, no one can hear us here, so talk openly.
Openly, Sergeant?
Yeah, like you did out there.
Sergeant, that was pretty open.
Yeah, I know. I heard it.
All of it, Sergeant?
Enough. I've been a damn butterbar, I think was your phrasing.
Didn't know anybody was listening, Sergeant.
Obviously. Well, don't stop now. I said speak openly.
You sure, Sergeant?
I meant what I said. No retribution. Your words won't come back on you.
Who is Sergeant?
Good. So speak.
About what?
Your issues.
Our issues?
Seems like the changes in NCOPDS are a crock to you guys. Not so much her. Am I right?
It don't make no sense.
At least not anymore.
Really?
Be proficient at our MOS.
Lead others into the battle and win.
Close with and destroy the enemy. That's what we're here to do.
Well, that hasn't changed. Come on, come on. Let me hear it. Tell me how it's changed.
Now it's all about education, credentialing, the STEP system. Select, train, educate, promote.
And writing papers. What does that have to do with being a good soldier?
Is that it?
Broadening assignments.
Class time, homework, personal studying.
I ain't joined the army to go to no school.
Hey, I'm a soldier, not a GPA score. It's like they're trying to make us officers. I avoided ROTC on purpose.
Oh yeah, and what's all this about growing through the ranks? And what if I don't want to be no master sergeant?
Go on.
Isn't that enough?
You want me to be honest with you? Completely open. Okay. Here it is. I didn't volunteer for all this crap. I think it's pretty messed up that Sergeant Major orders us to do it, but did he do it himself? Hell no. NCOES. Really? He didn't give up all his free time doing SSDs. He didn't do STEP.
He definitely didn't write no papers.
Lead by example. Are you freaking kidding me? You ever read an email from him? You know he never learned how to write.
For real.
And now some reservist is gonna do better than me because they have all this time for studying? No. No, hell no. Just because somebody can take a damn test doesn't make them a better soldier.
Understood. So thanks for trying. But no thanks.
Sergeant, you said there'd be no retribution.
There won't be.
But you just said...
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm not mad, and I'm not offended. And I'm not going to report you for your honesty. I just wanted to illustrate a point.
What point was that, Sergeant?
That if you don't change, especially you two, the Army will pass you by and you'll be there looking like what just happened.
How's that, Sergeant?
You can't imagine how complex this world is you're going to be thrown into. The Army's getting smaller. None of us want that. Most, if not all, of the NCOs I've met also avoided ROTC in high school. And like you and me, wanted nothing to do with college. And there are NCOs who've been promoted in theater and led without going to NCO Academy. And unlike Jimenez here, some are quite happy with their place in the pecking order and don't want more rank or responsibility. But that was yesterday's Army. For yesterday's fight. The world you're entering today means you need a whole new level of readiness. Not only do you have to know your job and how to lead soldiers, but also what the bigger picture is.
Bigger picture?
That future fight's gonna be in a world you know nothing about. The foreign national you interact with will base their entire opinion of our nation and our forces on how you communicate.
It's always been the case.
But the real responsibility fell on the officers. Sergeants implemented the plan, but the officers were held legally liable for the plan.
So what?
So, with a smaller force, you're gonna be asked to do more and learn more, to better understand mission command, become an ambassador, not only for the nation, but for the commanding leadership you serve.
Why?
Because you'll be out there with little supervision, acting on your own comprehension of the commander's intentions, not waiting for battalion to issue orders based on stale intel.
Seriously?
Imagine a specialist advising a local council of a foreign community about the demands and criteria their railroad system must have to better serve their people.
I wouldn't imagine that ever.
Doubt that'll ever happen.
It already has. You're gonna see a lot more of that kind of leadership tasking.
How are we gonna know stuff like that?
Rounding assignments.
Absolutely, Jimenez. So her career is not on hold. When she does recruiting, she'll be finding that soldier we need in that kind of a world. One capable of destroying an enemy, but also able to be an ambassador.
Through recruiting.
As a recruiter, she'll be an ambassador to the citizens of our own country.
But all the classroom work, all these SSDs.
To make you more than you are. To think critically. To write coherently. To learn about the world you know so little about. Ready to face attack no matter the domain or in multiple domains. To dissect problems and see them from a variety of angles, instead of from some toxic perspective that thinks reservists have more time to study than us. All that studying will keep you leading others when the rest are weeded out.
But proficiency at my MOS.
When you finally grasp the complexity of joint forces, international relations, and the chaos that's waiting for you out there, filling a vacuum left behind by a toppled dictator or natural disaster will need more out of you than just shooting straighter than her. There are ways to win without ever having to fire a shot. So here's the deal. This is not just about soldiers with character. America's army must be made up of men and women who can thrive in chaos, adapt to a variety of situations, and lead alone when need be. This is the true nature of a volunteer army. The standard has been raised to a new high, so reach it. Or we can part ways saying thanks for trying.
You sound like a Marine recruiter, Sergeant.
To paraphrase Clint Eastwood, as Gunny Sergeant Highway, we're looking for a few good men. And right now, you ain't it.
So, what's next, Sergeant?
Self-development. Expand your vocabulary. Something you need in theater or a civilian job. Speak like somebody is listening to your every word. Then you won't have to be profane or worry about what gets written in Rolling Stone or the Washington Post. Talent management. Follow Jimenez's lead and take opportunities to broaden your experience. What you learn may help in a difficult situation one day, like advising about a railroad or settling a dispute among large corporations. Stewardship of the profession. As NCOs, we used to live and be judged by the Blue Book. Before it was written, we had no education at all. So help yourself with performing well in both academic and self-development. You're soldiers. And soldiering is a profession. You're not just the guy who closed with and destroyed the enemy. Got it?
Sergeant.
So, are there any questions before our little private conversation is over?
Sergeant, what'd you do when you first got in the Army?
I drove a truck.
Later.
Yeah, later.
Jimenez.
Recruiting. Cool.
Army strong, old man.
Later.
Yeah, man. Later. Hey, Jimenez. Wait up. So about this recruit.
All of you are here because you have decided that you do not want to drive a truck for the rest of your Army career. And even though truck drivers are essential to our forces, winning in a complex world will require more than that to achieve victory. As we welcome you to the Academy, never forget that NCO development is only as good as you give. Development, talent management, stewardship of the profession. These may be our 3 lines of effort, but it is all for naught without you. Each of you represents the future force that America will need for the complex world in which we will fight our nation's wars. That is why we are here. So make your time here and your time in the service count. Leadership starts here.
NCOs develop as leaders over time through deliberate, progressive, and sequential processes, incorporating training, education, and experience across the 3 learning domains throughout the soldier's life cycle.
The purposeful expansion of an NCO's core MOS proficiency and leadership provided through development positions, opportunities, and assignments, both within and outside of their career management field.
Strengthen the NCO Corps by emphasizing the role of the NCO in building and sustaining trust, constantly improving military expertise, setting an example of honorable service, fostering a climate rich in esprit de corps, and serving as stewards of the Army profession.
Leadership starts here.